In a world where a millennial and a non-millennial make a podcast.
Live from the Tigheland Studios in beautiful downtown North Hollywood, it's the Mee&Marcus Show.
Oh, yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Another rainy day on a Saturday.
It's not heavy enough, this rain. I don't like
it's
the
too light.
in-betwixt. Either do it or don't do it.
I'm saying.
Don't fuck with me.
I'm saying. Well, this is a special episode. You know why?
Why?
Because it's the first ever third episode of Mee&Marcus.
It is that's a really good way to put it, because that way it always sounds brand new.
Right?
That always sounds brand new.
It's pretty exciting. I'm Mee.
2/10/18. I'm Marcus.
Happy National Landline Telephone Day.
That's a thing.
Isn't it special? That's
Does
special.
anybody have a I wish I had a landline sometime.
Do you remember landlines?
Do I remember? That's all there was. I'm fucking 53 years old.
We used to crank dial call ones. Oh,
yes, we used to crank call people and have such a blast. There was
times.
no caller ID. You could sit at home all day
and not
crank
know it's
call
calling.
I had voices I'd crank call people with.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Vinny. You say you got a problem in your fucking toilet. You got shit in your toilet.
This is back in the day when you had to memorize numbers. I still remember my best friend's number.
I probably had 100 numbers in my head at one point.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. And now I don't even know Roy's number by heart.
Well, I only know
That's
Dana's
bad.
because we've been together 10 years.
Yeah, it's bad.
But I know my mother's number, which to me is really important as she gets older. Like I'd want
Right.
to. In fact, I told her to turn on her location services the other day.
Nice.
Because she loves to go into New York City a lot. And she's fucking 80 and takes the subways and the buses. I don't know. New York is way better than it used to be. But like I still have the remnants of old school New York in my head.
I love New York.
Oh, it's fantastic. But
It's
like for an
wonderful.
80-year-old woman, and my mother's sharp and spry and good to go. But,
Yeah.
you know, I'm fucking codependent on some levels. I'm like, Mom, make sure those location services get turned on your Obama phone.
Right. An Obama phone?
She has an Obama phone.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Obama, for giving my mom that phone and for giving me health care.
Hey, there you go.
Otherwise, thank you
Speaking
also
of-
for starting wars in 8 countries, but that's a different story.
Speaking of wars,
Yes.
it's Chuck Norris's birthday.
Oh, I love that man.
78 years young.
Really?
78.
Have we seen a picture of him recently? Because I don't even know. I have no idea what that man looks like.
No, but when Chuck Norris turned 18, his parents moved out.
His parents moved out.
You know what they
They're
say?
like, he's a badass. Let's just get away from him.
Right.
Give him the house.
Chuck Norris was bitten by a cobra, and after 5 days of excruciating pain, the cobra died.
Where are you getting these jokes? You're ridiculous.
I wish I could take credit.
I'm glad you're not.
Yeah.
I think you're better than those jokes.
No,
I think you
yeah.
can come up with better stuff for Chuck Norris.
Those are like such dad jokes.
Those are dad. Yeah, those are dad.
Daddy
middle of
jokes.
the road. I want to hear some rude, crude Chuck Norris jokes.
Man.
I'm desensitized from a world of living in from living in a world of Hollywood, which all of a sudden is flipping on me. So you know, I grew up. My dad didn't take us to Disney movies.
No?
My dad took us to see Taxi Driver. He took us to
Nice.
see the movies he wanted to see.
Nice.
My dad took us to see The Exorcist. You could bring kids. It used to say no children. Somehow my dad got us into these theaters.
Wow.
Clockwork Orange. Oh my God. 2001 Space Odyssey, which is a great movie.
Yeah.
But not when you're 9.
No.
Those are movies that are way too heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
One he took us to was Let's Scare Jessica to Death.
Oh, perfect. It's good for a 9-year-old.
Me and my sister had like twin nightmares.
Oh, for sure.
We had nightmares together. We thought that this Raggedy Ann doll was bleeding on the other side of her room.
God.
So anyways, so
For any
Hollywood...
millennials out there, do you remember the Furby? Those fucking things.
I remember I had a Furby. I bought a Furby for my
Fuck those things.
ex-girlfriend.
100% absolutely fuck those things, dude. I had the batteries taken out. Shit was in my
still
closet
went.
and it still came
It
alive.
still went. I don't
in
know
the
what it
middle
was
of
with the Furby.
night.
Yeah, that was a weird thing,
that was
Furby.
fucked.
Why did that keep talking when you took the battery? I mean, I was high at the time.
It was
so I
not
might
cool.
have
It wasn't cool, man.
Furbies.
Those things suck.
We've been through so much fucking bullshit. Pet rocks. Pet rocks were big when I was a kid.
Speaking of bullshit,
Pet rocks. People had rocks and kept them in a little fucking box.
I had a rock collection. I
That's
literally
different.
collected rocks.
That's fine.
Anyone that
there's
came to the house,
geodes,
look at my
there's-
rocks.
There's all kinds of beautiful rocks. But to actually have a rock that's a pet, which is probably the safest pet if you're a nightmare person that can't handle real animals. They also had mood rings when I was growing up.
Oh yeah, I had a mood ring.
Yeah,
Those are tight.
More green, black. I don't know. Mine was always black, so
Black like your soul.
I guess so.
Can LinkedIn stop sending me emails? Thanks.
There's no way out of
Jesus,
LinkedIn,
fuck.
by the way. There's no way out. It's like the mafia of all social
I
networks.
can't even tell you. I probably haven't been on LinkedIn
changed
for
an
5
email.
years.
Oh yeah, somebody told me to join. I'm still trying to find where this person is. I want to beat him within an inch of their life. They told me to join LinkedIn in 2008 because at that time I thought I was a business owner.
Worst mistake of your life.
I don't know how they find me. And somehow I even got that email off, and now they have the other email.
What?
I'm telling you, that's fucking mob shit right there.
Oh, dude, Roseanne is coming back. Did you see the trailer during the Oscars?
I think I'm into it.
Fucking
I
Roseanne,
don't know.
dude.
I'm actually more into the other actress that's in there. What's her name? Oh, she's so
what's her
good,
name?
Man. Oh my god.
Yeah, what's her name?
She was in that. Come on, you're the millennial. You're supposed to be on this shit.
Yeah,
My
for sure.
mind's
Her
fucking-
name. That's her name. They're also coming out with another season of Dexter, so that should be coming out in like September. I think that's
Never got
season 9.
into it. I don't
never
like the
watched it.
actor. I'm actually really into these other shows I'm watching right now. I'm into 7 Seconds, which is blowing my mind.
Fancy.
Very well done.
Oh, Black Panther
Homeland.
crosses. Black Panther just broke every single record. I think
great.
they crossed 1 billion at global box office
That's
in
so
26 days.
That's
1 billion.
amazing. That's amazing. Man.
The fuck? That's
Makes me
amazing.
happy. Makes me happy. I like it.
Straight up killing it.
I love it. I love diversity, and I love people working on all levels.
Oh, you wanna hear about people working on all levels?
Mm-hmm.
A group of women bought the Weinstein Company.
Ugh, so great.
Can you fucking believe
Karma
it?
is a fat motherfucking uppercut to your big fat ass, you
So
perv
here's the facts.
motherfucker.
Here's the facts. A group of mostly female investors reached an agreement to buy the Weinstein Company
So
for
good.
around $500 million.
Wow.
The movie studio, of course, has been in financial turmoil since the revelations
So
of...
they got a great price. Let's just put it that way.
For sure, that's a steal.
That should have been a Billy, easily.
Since the revelations of the rampant sexual misconduct of one of its co-founders, Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, his brother was a scumbag, too. Let's not forget that.
Jesus.
Somehow he got...
Just unbelievable.
I'm happy about that. I wonder if they'll look at my misogynistic script.
Maybe. Send it their way.
Hey, I made it out alive. Isn't that enough? And I'm a good man, and I treat women and everybody with respect, but not
Is there any
not
Me Too
because I
moments?
want to, because I've always tried to want to be a good person. It's because I've had some sort of shift mentally where I'm just a more compassionate, loving person. I grew up in Hollywood again. I said this earlier. I was surrounded by transgender, by gays, by people of color. And I was always clear of that. Like it wasn't anything special for me to just be a decent human being. I was just such a fucking drug addict and an alcoholic. So I had to pretend I was a nice guy so I could get over on you and get my dope. That's the bottom line.
Word? But you're a nice guy. You're a good guy.
I'm fine. I mean, I've done some criminal activities
You can
in
be
my
grinchy
lifetime,
at times,
but
but-
I could be grinchy, but I've never been a scumbag to women, and I think that's because my father and my stepfathers were such raging fucking misogynists that I
Yeah.
just didn't want to be that guy. I mean, I never wanted to be an alcoholic. I never wanted to be a drug addict.
No, for sure.
But I really didn't want to be that guy when I watched the pain that my mother,
Right.
my sister, my stepmothers went through. There was 6 in all.
Yeah.
So I think, just be a fucking decent person. Jesus, don't pretend. Don't pretend to be all liberal now because it's fucking cool.
Ugh.
You know what I mean? Or because you're trying to fit in. And Jimmy,
You know, there's a lot of lefties out here. There's
I'm
a lot
sorry,
of
my
lefties.
rant's coming early. Fuck Jimmy Kimmel. Do you remember The Man Show? The most misogynistic fucking show ever? Listen, he's a funny guy. I like the guy. But it's just amazing to me how the tide turns and people jump on. It's like, dude, how about owning some of your shit? How about apologizing for some of the shit you and fucking Adam Carolla did? Ugh, I'm sorry.
You okay?
I'm just fucking pissed at hypocrisy.
Well, I can.
All of a sudden, Hollywood's going to tell me how to fucking act, how to be towards people, how to be towards people of color, how to be the most misogynistic, racist, separatist propaganda fucking machine is going to tell me how to act.
Oh, man.
And I'm not a Trump supporter, so don't say, oh, he's conservative. Oh, I'm not nobody's supporter. I hate both fucking parties at this point, and I'm desperately trying to stay moderate in the middle of this.
Thank you for sharing that. It's
I can't.
Roy
help
wants
it.
to say
Please,
something.
our
This
producer.
is Roy with Tigheland Productions, the executive producer of Me&Marcus, and we fully support and endorse what Michael just said. Thank you for saying that, Michael.
You know what's
Thank
funny
you,
about
Roy.
that? You know what's
Thank
funny about
you.
that? Because a lot of times they'll say the opinions expressed by this individual are not endorsed or the opinions of this network.
Yeah, they're endorsed here. You're all gonna learn today.
Right. And the truth is, it's okay if you don't agree with me. In fact, it's really okay if we don't agree on things. And it's really okay to be offended once in a while.
Everyone's offended always.
If I risk not offending groups, there will always be a group that I offended based on their liberal psyche or whatever it is they want.
Fucking people are
this
always
isn't a dig on
offended.
liberals. This isn't a dig on conservatives. It's not a dig. It's just be your authentic self. Even unfortunately,
Live in your truth.
right.
I have something that'll make you feel
Please
better.
go ahead.
Fucking Dave Chappelle was in here the other day.
I love that dude.
Dave
You know, I met him
Chappelle
too.
was
You met
in
him.
the
Wait, so
fucking
you
studio.
met Dave Chappelle?
I met and
He's a
chilled
badass.
with Dave Chappelle. That was bucket list shit. You
That's
know what
bucket
I mean?
list.
And
I
he
met
was
him at the
such
Oddball
like a-
Comedy Festival when I went to see Mark Maron.
He was such an actual human. You know what I mean?
He's a very actual human. It was him, Louis C.K.,
Nice.
Mark Maron,
Bill
a
Burr?
bunch of other, Bill Burr.
Fuck yeah.
Bill
Fuck
Burr,
yeah.
the heavy set guy with the blonde hair, kind of slow, funny dude. He was there.
Dude.
I
That's
can't think of his
sick.
name because I'm getting old and there's literally, my mind's like Swiss cheese. Things fall in there and I don't know where they go.
Bunch of holes.
There's some holes. I
holy
burned some
cheese.
holes in there from smoking crack, I think.
You have a holy brain. Bless you.
Maybe it's good I can hide out in one of those holes in my brain.
For sure.
And not have to deal with this.
Embrace it.
Back to Chappelle.
Yeah, dude.
No, really.
That was great. We bonded over Ohio because we are both from Ohio.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Good dude, man.
He was here for a while.
Yeah, he chilled. Like,
Can we talk
most
about
of
what
the
they're
night.
doing or probably not? That's kind
They're
of
doing something cool up in the studio.
That's
right
all we
now.
need to hear
yeah,
for right now.
They're doing something pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
because
Pretty cool.
No, listen, Roy knows what the fuck he's doing. That's why
Oh,
Dave
yeah.
Chappelle has agreed.
He works hard.
We're a professional outfit over here. Don't think any different.
We even got Thailand hats.
We have Thailand hats coming. We have new. Are these new headphones I'm wearing?
New headphone covers. Really
Covers.
stepping up the game. Really
Listen,
stepping up the game in here.
this isn't no bullshit thing here in our living room. I was going to say
Fucking,
garage.
we're in an actual studio.
Right. I was going to say garage, but then I realized that a garage worked very well for somebody I know for 10 years.
Yeah, Mark Maron.
And now he has
killed
even
it.
a bigger garage.
Yeah, he's got an empire. A podcast empire.
Listen to Mark Maron's podcast
Tell him to
with
come
David Olewio
Get him on here.
and he's on some crazy worldwide tour. We'll get him on here.
Yeah.
With David Olewio and the Sharon Stone fucking podcast.
Wow. That's amazing.
I love she spoke up about network news.
Yeah.
And she's just done because all they do is talk about Trump. She's like, yeah,
Wow.
Trump's a fucking asshole. So what? What's the solution? Why do we keep going in on this same person instead of sharing the solution?
I feel like Trump is that kid where you tell him not to do something. He's like, well, I'm gonna fucking do it. Don't push that button. Oh,
Right.
push.
I think
Push.
Trump needed to show. I think we all needed Trump to see the shadow of ourselves and what's been going on in America
You
for
know
a
what?
long time.
Yeah, I think things are
Everything's exposed.
slowly changing.
I think
Slowly.
so, very slowly. Or let's put it this way: we're at the precipice of the abyss. Do you like
Yeah.
that?
I like
We're
the
kind
rhyme.
of at the. Hey, I don't rhyme for the sake of riddling. This is just some real shit
You're just
going
out
on.
here spitting mad fire. You know what I mean?
I love to hear like a super white girl, translucent white.
And I'm like the whitest. You know what I mean? Like I was in the sun yesterday, nothing shows.
Well, you want to stay young. Maybe you could do those
Forever
merchant.
young
Nice.
and pale.
Maybe you could do those Merchant Ivory movies if you get like a really good English accent.
For sure. Like if I ever get cast as a vampire, they're not going to need to do much.
No,
you
okay.
know?
So vampires, as we do, vampires. We'll get a hold of James. What's his name? James Merchant. James Ivory, the guy who owns Merchant
Does that
Ivory.
to do with this Twilight?
Merchant Ivory was like this company that did all these great English films back in the day, and
fancy.
I think Miramax was the owner.
Oh, okay. Is that's
They did
the
Remains
Weinstein,
of the Day.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can, we can.
They're owned by females now. They're
They're
probably
owned
on
by
my side.
females. Remains of the Day too.
I'll go
I
in there
see
and be
it.
like, "Hey,
You and Anthony
me
Hopkins.
too."
I don't know why.
Walk in there. Me too.
Me too.
Hi.
Me too. Plus Marcus. You got to bring me in.
Me too.
I'm an ally of the Me Too crowd.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you
Yeah.
something. This isn't this kind of show,
Michael
but
Marcus, the feminist.
I've had some Me Too experiences, believe me. And just because it's happened with women, I was much younger, and let's just keep it at that. I've had some Me Too, and of course, I'm never going to compare. I'm sorry, I'm not going to compare a man's Me Too experience to a woman's Me Too experience.
It's all sucky.
On the level, it's all sucky.
Yeah.
It's all sucky, but I think there's a deeper scar that occurs on the psyche.
Okay, guys, our guest today drove all the way to LA from Las Vegas to be here. Pretty awesome. He's an
Thank
actor.
you for doing that.
Yeah, he's an actor, producer, director, and writer for both the silver screen and the stage.
Silver screen.
Isn't that fancy?
OG. I love it.
Right? Yeah, I'm not all the way millennial. You know what I mean?
He writes for the silver screen. I feel like that's so like, it's good antiquated though, right?
Please welcome Mark Justice.
Are you guys going to put in claps, or is this where I...
We can do it. We'll give you a clap. Here, let me get close to the mic.
Round of applause. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
How
Thanks.
was the drive?
Smooth sailing. you
Yeah?
know? Yeah, I totaled my car a couple weeks ago, and so I just got a new one, and it's a
It happened that
hybrid.
quickly.
That quickly.
Wow.
Yeah. So
What's your insurance company, just so we can get him-
Geico.
Okay, so he got a brand new car within 3 weeks of totaling his. So Geico
Make
works.
a note of that.
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to
and
know.
and actually, my insurance is now cheaper than it was with the new car.
Okay, we got to call
Yeah,
Geico. We
yeah.
just got a celebrity endorsement. I'm calling Geico. After.
Holy shit. Geico's where it's at.
Yeah, I'm saving about.
What happened that you told your car?
I went to make a lane change, and there was a car to the left of me. And when I looked back, next thing I know, I was sitting in the back seat of some other guy's car.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. And I felt bad for him because he said he moved to Vegas about a year ago, and this was his third accident that he'd been involved in.
Were you on that crazy road going out or leaving Vegas, or you were
Was
in the
it
middle of the
Flamingo?
city?
No, I was on Cheyenne. I was up
wow.
north in Summerlin, where it's a little more chill. But
Dude, people in Vegas are crazy drivers. Every time I'm there, I'm on like high alert.
Yeah.
High alert. Because
Yeah.
people are just like,
They're definitely mellower when they're driving out of Vegas as opposed to driving into Vegas.
right, they're just like, I gotta get there,
I
gotta
need
get
to
there.
get to
it's
the
just like-
slots.
And they're just broken people when they're leaving.
Oh
Broken.
man! But when it's cloudy, like people go nuts.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah. And so it was raining when I left, and people were they're driving 20 miles an hour.
Oh, so it's raining there too?
Yeah.
Wow. So
We
it's
need
very
it.
just I'm glad for the rain.
No injuries from this accident.
I got a burn on my arm,
Oh my
or my
God.
hand.
Dude,
Ouch.
Yeah.
if you're in a car that's totaled and all you come out with is a burn, that's pretty
It's
amazing.
pretty miraculous, yeah.
And a new car that's got cheaper insurance. Let's not forget that.
Dude, you're getting blessed. You're getting blessed
Yeah.
by the car gods.
Knock on wood, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're both from Ohio, and that's special.
Wow. Wow.
Right.
It is special. Ohio's a special place.
Chappelle's from Ohio.
Dean Martin's from Ohio.
Mark Justice is from Ohio.
Nice.
Chelsea Mee is from Ohio.
And an amazing singer, too, as we found out on the last podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. What made you want to go to Vegas from Ohio?
I was actually dating a girl. I was chasing a girl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did it work out?
Yeah, she married her coworker. Worked out just great.
Jesus.
Worked out really good for her.
Ladies. My God.
You were young, Mark. How old were you when this all took place?
27.
Wow.
Just a couple of years ago, or?
Sure. Yeah.
How old are you?
I am. I'll be 35 this year.
Wow.
He doesn't look that much older than 27. Dude, good on you.
Good genes. It's an Ohio
And
thing.
he just got in a car accident.
I'm saying. It's like he's a superhero,
He
dude.
pretty much.
I'm saying.
Elastic Man.
People
all in the
ask me
name.
why I moved to LA from Ohio, and my answer is like, because I lived in Ohio.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very depressing.
So what's been up?
Well, how long's the podcast? No, 2017, 2018 has just been crazy.
You're
Crazy
like
good.
You're a booking
Yeah.
machine, dude.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing right.
Apparently something.
He's showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much been the water. I've just been drinking the water and showing up.
Did you was it real traumatic when you broke up with the girl?
You know, I had just got into acting when that happened, and
Probably a
you know,
good
there was a couple key factors in that, and I think it was actually a positive thing because at that point in time I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna focus on this, and this is what I'm gonna do.
Great. Threw yourself into it.
So
Great.
yeah, I left the relationship. I quit my job. Just became a gypsy.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty
Dove
much.
right in.
Yeah.
And stayed in Vegas and came back and forth, or came back to LA to do acting?
So a couple years ago, I decided I was going to move to LA, and I was out here for 7 or 8 months, and then I got cast in a feature as the lead in Las Vegas. And when I went back, it just
You just
snowball.
Yeah.
Just started going. So
Nice, man.
Wow.
I figure if it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you've got a beautiful girlfriend now, right?
Yeah, she's Korean, so you know she's crazy at times, but she means well.
Hey, girl. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she is.
Is she crazy at times because she's Korean, or she's
Yes.
crazy at
That's
times?
a Korean thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't.
I thought it was just a woman thing, but I guess I'm being schooled right
Oh,
now.
well, up at about 300%.
Luckily for you, I'm not that one who gets like super offended like the rest of the world.
No, you're not. You're not.
Everyone's just out here getting offended.
I've been with many different women of different ethnic groups. And I guess there's levels of crazy, but I definitely don't want to do a on-pod comparison at this point.
Well, her father is North Korean.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh,
there you
shit.
go. Wow, man. And lives in North Korea?
No, he lives in L.A.
And wow.
Yeah.
And a follower of Kim Jong-un while he's in L.A.? Hey, you're like, I'm not saying shit.
Wow.
My girl's going to hear this and...
I've got
Yeah.
so many questions for after we record.
Probably best.
Awesome.
Oh, that's interesting. Wait, where were you when everything went down at Mandalay Bay?
I was actually about a mile away working on a gig. And
In a studio?
no,
Or
we
on
were
location?
we were on location, yeah. And we had an Uber driver or a taxi, I can't remember, was picking up somebody, and they came over their scanner, and they were like, you know, there's been a shooting on the Strip.
Oh my God.
And we're like, no way. There's no way that that's what that sound was. Because it sounded like fireworks and like thunder, like mixed together.
Wow.
Right.
Wow, even from a mile away, yeah.
Yeah.
Automatic gunfire is loud. Those are big guns.
For real.
Yeah, it was very crazy. And so after we heard that, I immediately got on Facebook, and I have a friend who works security at Hard Rock Hotel.
Yeah.
And he had just been blowing up his news feed. Like, you know, everybody, there's a shooter at Cosmopolitan, there's a shooter at Tropicana, there's a vehicle with a bomb driving up the Strip. Like, and this is stuff that he was getting live information right then and there. And then
People just jump on and do all that shit, right?
Yeah, and so we immediately all went indoors, locked ourselves in, and come to find out.
So you just thought the whole strip was just riddled with terrorism or something, or whatever was going on between bombs and everybody saying there's a shooter here, there's a shooter there.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
yeah, and even today there are still people that are like, no, there were shooters at the other casinos.
What?
Mark, that are so sure of this.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think there's like some? We're not a conspiracy theory show at all. We had somebody on the.
But I've got my own. I'll tell you that much.
So, yeah, me too. Do you believe there was other shooters besides not at Mandalay Bay? That looks pretty obvious. That was a one shooter deal. But even that. All right, I'm trying. I know. I'm trying to be. You're right. It doesn't look like it, and I know how automatic weapons work. I was in the military, and that just seems like definitely more than one automatic weapon.
It's
a shit show.
It's just kind of weird that it just kind of fell off the map after it happened.
It fell off
You
the
know
map
what?
pretty quickly.
It fucking did. Really
We're still talking
quick.
about JFK, but the Mandalay Bay is history already.
No one's talking about Vegas anymore. This was.
Do you think other things were happening at others? I mean, it's hard to say from where you were, but do you think you heard gunfire from other places rather than just Mandalay Bay?
It's hard. It's really hard to say because I was on the west side of the Mandalay Bay, and apparently he was shooting on the east side.
Right. So it's that whole building is basically a.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, I've watched videos of sound guys that break down the audio that are like, there's no way that this is an echo, and
Right.
it's just it's. Either way, even if it was
Do you feel
just
a
one
little traumatized for the couple of days after that? And what was the vibe in Vegas? I mean,
there was like nobody out on the streets. Like
Really?
traffic was like very minimal. Yeah, it was really crazy.
surreal.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone who is involved?
I had a couple friends that were working the Route 91 festival, and one of the girls she's really taking it hard. Like she quit her job. Like she's just financially struggling and just everything. She's just in depression.
Gosh.
I think sometimes that stuff definitely would. If you had other trauma, it just re-triggers it and it makes it worse. And it's just probably a fear of being in public after some maniac.
Yeah. And
My cousin basically made it out of 9/11 before the building collapsed.
Are you
She was
kidding?
working at MetLife, so it's that kind of trauma. I mean, I don't know. I've never been in that kind of a situation, so I
I
don't
still
even know.
remember that morning like it was yesterday.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's deep. That is some deep stuff, man.
Yeah. It's,
What is the vibe in Vegas with locals, though? Are people real supportive of each other and a little more sensitive to what happened, or it's pretty hellacious there as far as people being selfish, self-centered gamblers?
no, I mean, you drive around, a lot of people are still promoting the hashtag Vegas Strong. Like you still see the signs.
Good.
And people are very supportive of the community.
Good,
At
good.
least off the strip. I don't go to the strip much unless I have to.
Yeah, you're not a gambler, right? Occasionally,
I mean,
but it's not a problem.
Maybe
problem.
so.
well, if you talk to my girlfriend, it's a problem. I don't think it's a problem. No,
Great. What's your thing? Is it the slots or the poker?
video poker.
Ooh.
It's so addictive.
I've never done
Oh,
video
no, video
poker.
poker's addictive. I don't gamble at all for a lot of reasons, but yeah.
We have a weekly poker night here where we do Texas Hold'em. I like
That's fun.
in-person poker. I've never done video poker. What's the difference?
It's faster.
Really? Oh, that's the best part.
You win it faster or you
Fucking no
lose
one
it
pays
faster.
attention at social poker. It's like, all right, no, it's on fucking you. Check to you. What are you
Video
doing?
Poker is gnarly. Any video gambling to me is pretty intense, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. I have a little system that
Yeah?
I go through before I will actually sit down and put money into a machine.
What
So
is
you
it?
don't lose a shitload of money.
What is your routine?
It's very complicated. It would be a lot easier to show you than to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Well, let's go to Vegas tonight. I definitely want to see
I
it.
got
Guess we
room.
have to go. I have a birthday party to go to, but we can probably just have her push it.
Let's just, Roy, pack up the car. We're going.
We're going to Vegas.
We'll do a live podcast
Yeah.
from the video.
Live from the
poker
Mirage. That is my favorite casino in there, is Mirage.
Well, that's an intense story, man.
Yeah.
And you were right there. I don't know anybody personally that was right. Actually, my cousin lives out there, but she was very far. She wasn't a mile away like you were. I don't think she was anyway.
Yeah, I have 3 friends in Vegas. You and then my friends Bob and Cheryl. I texted all of you guys. I was like, "Are you guys okay?" That's
Yeah.
scary.
My girlfriend's coworker, her niece was killed.
Oh no.
And she wasn't killed instantly. She went to the hospital and died a couple days later. But
God, this
Yeah,
is
it's
so
just-
intense.
That's
Yeah.
horrible.
What does your girlfriend do?
she's a bartender at
okay.
a seafood place inside the Golden Nugget.
Yum. Oh, the golden nugget's great.
She's in the arts at all, or does anything? Or?
No, she doesn't even cross paths. Like,
Oh, really?
She's just like,
Probably a good thing.
do your thing.
Is she so supportive of what you're doing?
200%.
That's
Wow,
amazing.
good.
She's like, if you need to do some blow and bang a hooker for a roll, you go for it.
Oh wow.
That's
I'll be behind you pushing.
Ride or die right
she's all
there.
right. Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah. Well, she also knows, like I said, she's Korean, so
Right.
That's great. Do you guys live together?
we do. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
Unless
amazing.
unless she makes me sleep on the patio.
Oh. What would bring that to be?
Definitely not hookers and an 8-ball, because that seems to be okay.
Her thing is she's a little fat boy. So as long as she's getting food, she's happy. If she doesn't have food, she's a very angry person.
Girl, I feel you. I love food.
Yeah, so does she times 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Food issues.
Yeah.
Eating disorder, maybe?
Well, our little nickname for her is Potato.
She's
Potato?
Nice.
Yeah, she calls herself a potato.
That's amazing.
She's like, I'm round and lumpy.
You know what?
Amazing.
I like that she owns it. You should not have any shame with whatever's
Respect.
going on with you. Fuck yeah, why not?
Respect. Hanger is a real thing.
Why not?
Yeah.
Hanger is a
hanger
real
is
thing.
real.
It
Low
is.
blood sugar equals heavy hanger. I know all about it.
You're grumpy.
Well, I hope the potato hears this and doesn't throw you out on the porch.
Yeah.
No, she's fine with it. Like you said, she owns it. And,
Good.
And I told her I'm from Ohio. We like our potatoes. So,
Potatoes are great.
yeah.
Well, since you're from Las Vegas, I thought it'd be fun to do game time a little earlier today.
Great, and then I
And,
want to hear still more about his,
No,
his
yeah, we're
trajectory.
gonna get in there.
All right.
But we're gonna go ahead and get this game out of the way.
She loves games.
We're gonna
Stay
play
open-minded,
a fun
Mark.
game of true or false Las Vegas trivia. All right, so I'm gonna be reading out quite a few facts,
Okay.
and you guys are gonna tell me whether they're true or false.
I'm going to follow his lead since he's a Vegas local.
That's fine. I respect it and I understand. Are you guys excited?
True.
That's the right answer.
That is
There's no maybe?
correct.
There's no maybe for that one?
No,
Okay.
that's actually correct. It's excited. Okay.
I quit. I'm done.
First one. Approximately 34% of thefts and cheating in Las Vegas casinos are committed by staff.
Oh, I'll say true on that.
I would true that.
Right?
Correct.
Yeah, that has to be.
Yeah. I was a staff
All
member
that
once.
money?
Yeah. Can you believe that? Isn't that a crazy, crazy fact? All right. The design of the iconic Las Vegas sign was never copyrighted.
I'll say true on that.
Mark?
I'll see you're true and I'll raise you a false.
Okay.
Oh,
You
okay.
mean the original one when you're moving it, when you're rolling in there and it's
Yeah,
like...
the iconic Las Vegas sign.
Okay, I'm going to say true that it wasn't ever.
And Mark says false?
Yes.
It is true.
Dang it.
You know why I think that was? They were in such a rush. Did you ever see Bugsy?
No, but I really like the movie
They were in
Casino.
such a rush to get that city together. They did not take care of the fine points.
For sure.
We
They
got to
were
get
just-
people in these casinos. God damn it, where's my martini? Fucking, where's
were
Dean
so
Martin when you need him?
stoked. They were
Where's
so
the Rat
stoked.
Pack?
Yeah,
So we can copyright that and make T-shirts.
go for it.
It's too late.
I know
now.
It's never
UNLV
copyrighted.
actually just included that in their new logo mascot.
So maybe they...
Oh, they probably took care of that by then. I'm pretty sure this article that I read was recent. But
I'll
all right.
look into it.
Next one. Las Vegas is translated to the Valley in Spanish.
Yes. True.
What he said.
True?
Yes.
It's false.
What?
It's translated to the Meadows in Spanish.
Oh my gosh, I'm such a moron. I just read this
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, you guys were
Yesterday.
close. It was close.
Yeah, okay.
It's a 50-50%
I'm one-
chance
so-
that you're going to be correct.
What am I, 3 for 1? Okay.
I identify meadows as valleys.
You know what?
Yeah.
But they're also two different words.
But they can mean the same thing.
If you do the math.
I feel like they could mean the same thing.
Moving on.
Although meadows are green, and the valley that we out here is pretty dry and brown.
I live in the valley, and it's pretty damn hot. I
Yeah.
feel like a meadow sounds
It's
more...
a little lush, greener.
Right.
Okay, you win. We're going to
A
split
meadow
hairs.
sounds more lovely, you know?
I'm not going to split hairs with this. You're absolutely right.
I'm never coming back.
The Las Vegas Strip is the brightest place on Earth when looked at from outer space.
True, because of the Luxor.
For that one individual place, right?
He knows the science behind it and everything.
Is that a true?
You can see the.
That's a double true.
You can see the Luxor from.
Oh,
outer
it's
space.
true then. Wow.
All right, you guys are correct. It's true.
Is that's
And he knows the science
insane.
behind why. That's amazing.
They can see it and they're all laughing.
Starman.
They're like, look at those fucking people down there.
They're all losing their money.
pulling some handle like there's no tomorrow. With
I gotta
oxygen
say,
tanks and
have
spandex.
Have you realized how many pawn shops are right near the casinos
Of
in
course.
Vegas? Isn't that wild?
Didn't you ever see Leaving Las Vegas?
Yeah. Oh, Casino's on Netflix, by the
He
way.
pawns the watch.
Casino's a great movie.
Pawns a Rolex for his fucking liquor. It was like gnarly. You knew he was going.
Yeah.
When you pawn a pawning a Rolex for crack or heroin, totally understandable. Pawning a Rolex for liquor, that's a real alcoholic.
Right.
He knew he was going there to die.
Yeah.
That takes commitment. That's based on a true story, by the way. Too.
Commitment.
We got another one?
Yeah, we've got about 5 more. I'm sorry.
did this
we
for
actually
you.
have 6 more. 6 more. 6 more to go. There are over 300 weddings per day in Las Vegas, making it the number 2 wedding destination in the U.S., second to New Orleans.
I feel like that's false.
I feel like that's false too. I feel like it'd be number 1.
Me too.
You guys are correct.
Yeah.
It is false.
Okay.
It is the top wedding destination.
300
You guys are so good at this.
of drunken people.
They have drive-through weddings.
Drive-through weddings.
For real.
The Elvis weddings.
Drive-through weddings, man.
A Thai Elvis wedding where you can get a Thai man dressed as Elvis to do
Yeah,
your
that's where
wedding.
Britney Spears got married. Remember that?
That-
To
how
what is
well
it?
that worked out.
Kevin Federline?
K-Fed.
Yeah. K-Fed.
Confetti.
All right, next.
All right. The electric bill for the Luxor Pyramid Shining Light is $12 per hour.
It's false. It's way more than that.
It has to be more than that. For $12 an hour, I could have a grow farm.
Final answer?
Yes.
Sure.
You guys are correct. It's $51 per hour.
That's not even that much, really, when you look at
think it'd
that.
be more. You think it'd
But
be
that's 24/7 non-fucking stop. Do the math on that. That's insane.
more. Yeah. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of buffets.
Yeah. God, I fucking love a buffet.
It's a lot of
Seafood buffet.
seafood that far out in the desert freaks me out.
No, it's
I like
fine.
to be near the ocean when I have seafood. I'm sorry. I'm
You know
getting
who's
old
good
and
seafood?
curmudgeonly.
The East Coast.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
So does Mexico, by the way.
I've never been to Mexico.
Me either.
I'm so not cultured. I've been to Canada, and that's it.
Not bad.
Yeah, not too bad. It was fun. All right. There's estimated to be at least 1,000 people living beneath Vegas in underground tunnels.
True.
I totally believe that. I believe there's people underground right now, right below our feet.
You guys are really good. It is true.
There's a whole documentary about it.
It's actually
I
estimated.
gotta see it.
That's fucking fascinating.
Yeah.
I need to see that documentary.
Have you ever been down to like the Fremont Street Experience?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you go like 1 block north of that is where Skid Row is. And it's like
fuck.
streets full of homeless people. Like a block away.
And below that, there's
How
people
did they
living.
get below, though? Did they dig holes or?
Probably they steal shovels.
Holy shit.
Or they get them donated.
So they're cracked out, just making a world underground.
It's actually, so there are tons of flood tunnels.
Oh.
And that's where they kind of,
Oh, that must be a nightmare when
probably
the real
cooler
rain
down
comes.
there, though.
Oh, absolutely, because it
It
could be
gets
like
hot in
116. Yeah,
Vegas.
yeah.
yeah, and they actually have like their own little caste system.
Wow.
So like they won't let people in. Yeah,
Wow, that's the way it used to be under Grand Central Station in New York
Strict.
City. Same thing.
No.
Mole people. They
You
call it.
can't
It's another
sit with us.
documentary.
Yeah, you have to be this tall.
Wow.
God damn, that's crazy.
You can't sit with us.
Get in where you fit in, as they say.
It would take 6 years for one person to spend one night in every hotel room in Las Vegas.
I believe that. I'll just say true. I'm going to say anything with excess in the question. I'm just going to go ahead and say true, since we're talking about Vegas.
What do you say?
I mean, how many questions are left?
Two.
I'll go with true.
All right.
True.
Incorrect.
Dang it.
False.
How long would it take?
It would take 288 years for one person to spend one night in every hotel room in Vegas.
288 years?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So there's hotels underground too. Is that what you're telling me?
Probably so.
Jesus.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Do you
All right.
imagine that's your sentence?
Like that's like what you commit your life to doing.
Imagine if you're a Christian fundamentalist and that's the sentence you get. You have to spend the rest of your days. 288 years in Vegas.
One night, one room. Move on.
Wow.
The Las Vegas Strip is the brightest. I put this in twice. So actually, one more question left.
Dang it.
March 10th, 1933. Nevada becomes the first U.S. state to regulate narcotics.
I thought that was in New York City. I'm going to say true because that sounds right to me based on, yeah.
Yeah? What do you say, Mark?
Well, I have to go with false in hopes that we can at least tie.
It's true.
Dang it.
You know why I figured that was true? Because like they were like, okay, we have gambling,
Yeah.
we have sex, and we have alcohol.
Right.
Something's got to be ousted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They were the first U.S. state to regulate narcotics.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there were still shit tons of them there, believe me.
Not wild.
Because cocaine and blackjack, woo, cheeseburger and fries.
I love some blackjack. So much fun. Damn. Well, that concludes our fun little game. I had a blast.
I kind of liked it. I didn't know the Luxor thing. That blows my
Yeah.
mind. You can see that from outer space.
Yeah.
And the aliens are laughing at
Right?
us.
It's amazing. That's
They're
a
laughing.
period.
That's
a
our
pyramid with
representation.
Nice.
That's our representation to the galaxy. Oh, look.
We gamble.
We gamble. That big sign.
We gamble.
It's a fake pyramid. Mm-hmm. We put the real ones down there, and now they're building fake ones and putting lights on it and begging people to spend money.
So I'm going to be honest. I didn't keep score who won.
I didn't keep score because I'm not competitive on
I
that
thought you were
level.
keeping
If there was
score in
money
your notepad.
involved and we were gambling, different story.
For sure.
I was
For
keeping
sure.
score.
He won?
Yeah, I missed one. That's why I had to go with the opposite answer on the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
one in
yeah.
hopes of a tie.
I feel like
And this was an intellectual thing for me. He's lived the real Vegas experience. So who's the real loser? Me.
makes sense. Makes sense.
I want to hear more about his career.
Yeah. So you're more into character acting, I read. Is that true?
Did I write that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says that on your website. Character acting.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I don't know. I don't like myself very much, so
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck, this took a
You're a
turn.
self-hating actor? I've never even
took a
I can't
turn.
believe this.
no, I'm just I prefer getting like as far away from myself as possible. Just it's kind of like a vacation.
That's nice. That's
Nice.
nice. Did you watch the Jim Carrey documentary about
Oh
that?
my god.
No, I haven't.
Check that out.
Yeah,
It's
that's
really
what I
interesting
hear.
how
Incredible.
he had that same thing that like he lost himself in
He
these
was
roles, so he didn't have to
possessed.
deal with himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was possessed by Andy.
Yeah, Andy Kaufman. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was actually just had a conversation with somebody about this last night.
It was
So good.
incredible.
I think as a character actor, you would really dig it, and it'd give you some insight
Yeah.
to being grounded in you, no matter what character you're playing.
Dude,
I
I
don't know.
highly support you in watching that. That was fantastic.
Deal.
So, what kind of characters? What's the range? You could probably pull off the East Coast thing really well, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I did Tony and Tina's wedding for a couple years.
Wow.
So I had to play
Really?
the New York,
That
Italian,
trip live, 4 nights a week or something?
5 nights a week.
Fuck, for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Are you into accents?
Am I into accents? No.
No?
No. And I'm only saying that because I know you'll ask me to do some, and I don't want to do them.
If you're sure that you don't want to do some.
I'm sure.
right.
I'm sure you guys aren't paying me.
What's your rate for accents?
Really?
That's great.
I've done a film where I had to do Cockney. I actually just did a short film where I did Irish.
Oh my god,
Nice.
that's hard. That's a hard one to do.
I tried to keep my dialogue very minimal.
Right.
And I studied for like 3 weeks.
Did you have a dialogue coach or?
I did reach out to a dialogue coach, and I was
Nice.
like, "This is the dialogue I have. This is all I need to know. I don't want to go overboard with it." And I stuck straight to the script.
Yeah, you don't want to go overboard with
Yeah.
it because then
Right,
that's
right.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm interested to see how it looks or
Right.
sounds.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
me
I love
too.
accents. I think it's so fun.
Oh, yeah.
it is, and even when you're making up your own accents, and just
That's
kinda-
what I like when I do
Yeah.
improv, making up your own weird,
Yeah.
twisted mix of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You do improv? You ever done improv?
Tony and Tina's was an improv show. Yeah.
That was,
Nice.
dude, you improv for 5 years, 5 nights a week, 4 years, 5 nights a week?
About 2.5 years, 5 nights a week. Yeah.
What a, God, auditions must have been so easy at that point. You just walk in and nail shit, right?
I'm the worst audition actor ever.
Really?
Yeah.
But you book like everything. How?
Most of the stuff I book is through network and referral
Wow.
these
okay.
days. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
Amazing.
Yeah, you put me into an audition room and just my knees are banging off each other and I'm just like sweating.
Yeah, I'm not good with auditions either. At least not with commercial ones so far. I haven't booked anything in months. So.
I
got
am
an
not a
audition.
Difficult.
today.
It's not easy.
No.
I've got an
not
audition
easy.
today. It's a
Commercial?
self-tape. No, it's a. I think it's a TV series.
Self-tape's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I feel like, right?
Yeah. I
But
think
then
it's-
they bring you in and you read again, or you.
there's pros and cons to a self-tape. Like I'd rather go in person and take that direction that live, in real time. If they have direction,
Right.
take it and do that to what they're asking for. In a self-tape, you do it. And they can turn it off after 10 seconds if they don't like your look. You know what I mean? And they're
Yeah,
not going
good
to see
point.
so
Right,
it's
right.
pros and cons. But
Yeah.
with the self-tape, you can redo it until you like it. Right?
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
So,
And you get to bring you. That's the thing. The
Right.
spirit or energy of you.
yeah, you get to make that in-person
Which can also be a
connection.
mixed bag, depending on what mood you're in or whatever.
Right. What advice would you give to aspiring actors and actresses out there?
Goodness gracious.
Keep your waitering job, or
Honestly, I threw mine out the window. Like I said, I went head first. If it's something that you want to do, what was it, Michael Caine that said, it has to be a passion. It's not a full-time job. It's not a part-time job. It's a full-time obsession, I think is what he said.
it's what you do.
Yeah.
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 And he's right. There are times where the dog got fed and I didn't, and it's one of those things. It's like if it's something that you really want to do, make sure you really want to do it because it's not always going to be easy.
Right. That's so true.
Yeah.
What was the first big gig that you got? Like how long? You've been doing this 10 years now, right?
4.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Wow, why did I think longer?
4.
Wow. Solid 4. Totally all in 4.
All in 4. Yeah.
Wow,
Nice.
man.
Yeah. When I got Bleach was actually my first role.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
We did that movie. I was in that movie.
What's it called, Bleach?
A
Yeah.
small little scene. That was fun. 5 hours in
Check this stuff
makeup,
out.
Yeah.
body
Bleach.
paint.
It's still not out. It's in post right now.
A trailer just came out for that,
The
right?
trailer just
It
came
looks
out.
awesome. Dude, you kill it. You
It's,
kill it in that
That's the
scene.
first movie you did.
First movie I did. The ongoing.
Little
joke-
indie.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's about a $200,000 budget.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, it was fun.
yeah, it's definitely a trippy movie. So,
Did you take a lot of acting classes up to?
None?
Good fucking. I
See,
love hearing
and
that.
if you watch your reel, you can't even he is incredible.
No, he's good. I saw his reel.
You saw his reel? What's
He's
the
just
one?
focused.
What's the one part in your reel where it's like you are a hard man to find? I fucking love that.
So that was from a fan film for Blade.
Really?
Yeah.
That's for sure character acting, and that voice was awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
That was so sweet.
Dude, you got skills. That's great that
Yeah,
you never
for
took
sure.
an acting class.
I mean,
But you always look. You're always learning about your craft, regardless.
Absolutely, that's my thing. When I first decided I was going to get into it, I started buying Uta Hagen and all the
Right.
all the books, and I started reading, and then I got connected with a private coach. So I make sure and stay in contact with him.
Nice.
Is that really
nice.
costly?
In the beginning, it was. At this point, he's like very behind me in my career, and
Nice.
it's kind of if you need help, just let me know.
That's great.
Nice.
He's retired, if you
What
will.
a guy.
Do you believe in ageism in Hollywood for men? Do you believe it's easier to make it if you're younger now, or?
I don't necessarily think so for men. And it's unfortunate. But I think that, you know, you can have that breakthrough kind of at any time in your career as far as males go.
So there's still hope for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. All it takes
Just
is one,
kidding.
man. All it takes is
We're already
one.
shooting stuff and I'm doing stuff, so I'm glad to hear it. I just want to say that because I think, as somebody who's quite a bit older than both of you, that there's people in my generation or around my age that have given up, and we want to tell them not to give up because people are making it all the time. This guy, 4 years, dude.
4 years.
And
yeah.
it's about passion, and it's about really doing this and thinking about it and doing it every day on some level,
Right.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna sell.
no matter what
this-
your age is.
Yeah, no matter what your age is. I don't want to sell a false sense of hope, but I've been very, very lucky, very blessed as far as opportunities that I've been granted, and just trying to make the best of those, and that they've granted more opportunities. So
Nice.
you know, and that's one of the things I tell my girlfriend is that there are people who've been doing this for a decade and a half, and they've never worked on a movie in India.
Yeah.
And like,
Wait, you worked on a movie in India?
yeah,
Dude, how long were you
Incredible.
there for?
I was there for a week.
Wow.
Wow.
But you know, then it's stuff like that is like, wow, that's cool. You know,
Yes.
is that my phone?
That's some weird
That's mine's on
cable
airplane
sounds.
mode.
Weird
We're
cable
still working
sound.
out the
We're
bugs
fine.
here at
Yeah, I got it.
Tigheland Productions. Please bear with us.
I fixed it.
That's great.
Wow, dude.
It's it's been a very wild ride.
And that could possibly open up some whole other thing in that part of the world, Southeast Asia
it
or
has.
wherever.
It already had.
Oh my God, yeah. 2 days ago, you found something out.
Yes, I did.
Are you allowed to speak about it?
I can, yeah.
All right, let's
Let's
hear
hear
it.
it.
This is awesome.
So, ICO blockchain technology company developed in Las Vegas, and they have a cryptocurrency that they're planning on pushing out as of May 16th, May 17th.
Is that similar to like Bitcoin and Litecoin?
So yeah, it's what they would call an altcoin,
Interesting.
but
Familiar with it.
their focus is on the technology as opposed to the coin.
Right, right.
So what their technology is allowing people to do is you open a wallet, just like you would out of your back pocket, but it's a digital wallet. And you can place their currency in it, and you can actually get a physical debit card.
Wow.
And you can go anywhere that accepts like a contactless card reader, like Walgreens, 7-Eleven, and you just go and scan your card and you pay with digital currency.
Wow.
And they've got all of the process set up with the banks and everything, so it's geared more towards like the average everyday
Good.
user.
Yeah, I love this stuff. I have a little, just tiny bit involvement
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
cryptocurrencies.
So the CEO reached out to me and said that they would like me to be their spokesperson.
Holy shit.
So
I'm sure they have plenty of money too. Is it a startup officially, or is it really happening yet?
So they're doing their pre-launch on April 17th. They rented out the entire Artisan Hotel in Las Vegas to throw a pre-launch party with some celebrities.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So they're going to pay you. I'm sure they're going to pay you in some of these in some of this technology.
Yes.
Good,
Yeah.
great,
As well as
great. As well as we're getting
That's
what you
huge.
should
dollar
get.
bill, yo. Yeah.
Life changing.
Congratulations, that's huge.
Yeah,
That's
it's,
a big deal,
Huge.
especially to bring that to the public and make it more accessible and give it some, at least nationwide, mass appeal, I guess. This is
Yeah.
probably going to be a worldwide thing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so it's as easy as if Chelsea were to catch a cab, she could swipe her card at the cab. The cab driver has his money; it's safe and secure. The money is not regulated by a bank,
Wow.
but the company is regulated by the SEC.
Right.
So I don't know how.
That's important
Yes,
because we know how many ICOs have ripped people off in the last year.
and then go out of business.
So this is an SEC backed. Wow.
Correct.
And how do I put money in that wallet? I can put any crypto in that wallet.
Any crypto.
Like
I
you
can
could put
transfer
your
my
Bitcoin in
XRP,
it.
my
Wow.
Yeah,
dude.
That's tight. Dude.
and they're currently working on their app to have it up and running by May 16th.
That's sick.
And as of right now, like I said, it's private. It's still ICO state.
So you can't buy the technology of the coins, or can you?
You can. And as of right now, up until they do the pre-launch, you can actually go in there and the token is worth 1 cent right now. And for every 1 cent that you buy, you get a 300% bonus. So your 1 cent becomes 4 cents.
So
And
invest
So,
now.
So put in fucking $20.
Yeah, but
That's
I
what
mean-
somebody did with Bitcoin way back in the day when they were one tenth of a cent.
Can you show me where to put my money into so I can start investing?
Yeah, it's super easy.
Holy
super easy.
shit.
But the great thing about it too is, and they're trying to avoid this because a lot of the ICOs get what they call the pump and dump,
Yeah, totally.
which
they
also
do.
happens in Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dump.
But a lot of people will put a lot of their money in, and as soon as it goes live, they cash it out.
Right.
Of course.
Theoretically, which is what you could do. If you were to put in $1,000 on May 17th, it's $4,000. You cash it out, you banked $3,000. But
Right.
they're trying to appeal to the mass, average, everyday user, and make it. The CEO specifically told me I would rather have 10 million people with $10 of the currency as opposed to one person with $10 million.
Yeah. Yes, that's great. Wow, interesting.
This is amazing.
So this deal is signed. You're good to go. You're in.
Yep. Yeah, we start next week.
Shit.
There's a private school in Las Vegas called Pinecrest. I've got a meeting set up with them. We're going to go and talk to the kids about cryptocurrency and start educating. Yeah.
See, this is huge because I'm so sick of the fucking IMF. Yeah, I want to go on a rant about the dollar and how fucked it is, but I'm not gonna because we have a guest, and he's telling us in a very nice, subtle way to shift towards cryptocurrencies for a number of different reasons and teach children about this.
This sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity. And Alex, the CEO, is super humble guy. Super humble.
Wow, man.
That's the
I like that
best.
the SEC can be questionable at times, but we really need them to be involved in cryptos on a lot of levels right now.
Right.
It's like the early days of penny stocks with cryptos. It's like you could
Are
just...
you guys invested into cryptos? Do you have a Bitcoin or anything?
I
Are you
have some
guys in?
XRP, Ripple
Yeah.
coin, but very small position. But
Yeah.
I went in and out and played with them. I just didn't have the money to actually invest the way I wanted to.
Right.
But the people I told to invest made a lot of money.
Nice.
Yeah,
What about
and
you?
that's okay.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of Ripple. A little bit of Bitcoin. I've got a lot of bit of Ripple and a lot of bit of Electronium.
That one I haven't heard of.
Interesting.
Did you get in Ripple pretty early?
I got in Ripple, yeah, about 70 cents.
That's not bad.
See,
It's
I'm
fine.
so pissed. I missed a boat. Back in high school, I had to do it was a paper on the black web, right? And you used to use Bitcoins
Yeah,
to pay
Silk
for
Road.
things on the black web.
was used for
right?
Silk Road,
So
yeah.
I thought Bitcoins were illegal, right? And so now
So did a
Bitcoins,
lot of people.
Now Bitcoins are like making this huge thing where it's worth money, and I never invested because I thought that shit was illegal.
Because we believe the propaganda about cryptocurrencies via Silk Road. And look, anytime they say this is used for drugs or this is used for trafficking or pornography, it's like, newsflash, every fucking dollar in the world of every form of currency is used for those things.
Right.
So now we're seeing the benefits of cryptocurrencies.
Did I say the black web? Is it the
It's
dark
the dark web,
The
but
dark
I
web.
like the black web. I don't know
The
why.
black
I went
web.
with it. Yeah.
The dark web. Pardon me.
The black
That's
web is the
hilarious.
emo web where all the emo kids live.
Yeah. Cut my life into pieces.
She's dying to sing.
Yeah.
She's going to be singing our introduction song soon. We're going to write it after this.
Me&Marcus. Me&Marcus.
Today it's me, Marcus, and Mark.
That's
Hey!
right. Well, dude, that is amazing.
Me,
man.
Marcus, and Justice.
What's the name of this?
It's a preCharge.
Pre-charge.
Yeah.
Pre-charge.
So they're selling the technology that's behind getting any form of Bitcoin into a ATM card that we can swipe and use.
Not only that. Let's say Marcus is at home washing dishes, and his hands are soaking wet, and he realizes he just used the last of his dish soap.
Uh-oh.
Alexa, order me more dish soap. Boom, done.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Wow.
Or you can say, Alexa, send Chelsea $20.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Make it 40.
This is
why not?
crazy.
But let's
So this goes above and beyond Venmo or any of those.
Yeah,
Wow.
because of the technology that they have can do up to, I think it's 1,000 transactions a second.
Holy shit.
That's
Only
doesn't Ripple have
1,000?
that? Ripple has that
What?
technology too.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think Ripple and this company are going to be neck and neck ultimately.
Well, the great thing about this company is I think Ripple's 350 some billion as far as their market cap.
Yeah.
They're capping it hard capping at 25 million.
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
Yeah,
That means when it's gone, it's gone.
it's gone. It's gone. Yeah.
Holy shit.
All right, so we're gonna have to get involved with this.
They're doing
Like ASAP.
I have $5 in my pocket right now. I'm willing to invest.
ASAP.
well, that's $20 on the day.
I know, it's crazy.
We're investing today. For
Yeah, why
sure.
not? You and Roy
sure.
should make an investment pool and
I'm
just
gonna,
put it in. And
we're
it'll be
gonna,
our
we're gonna
retirement
speak
fund.
to Roy when we're done with this.
It'll be our retirement fund, but I'll have to dig into it a little earlier.
That'll
than you
start
guys.
paying for the podcast. We're looking for sponsors. Hey.
That's
No,
wonderful
awesome.
news.
Where do they have a website, or like,
Yeah,
where
it's,
can people find it?
preCharge.com.
preCharge.com. Amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone go check that out, dude. Go invest.
preCharge.com.
This
And
is
what else is
incredible.
happening with you? Movie, TV,
I think
silver
we've
screen.
got a film coming up this year together, right? The short film.
Which one? Oh, with Isaac Cetus.
Yeah, with
short film.
Isaac.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the film. Sorry, Isaac.
That's all right. You go to
Hey,
your
look,
IMDb.
we
and
haven't
it'll be on
had
there.
coffee yet today. It's fine.
Right.
But yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, that'll definitely be a fun one. I've
And you just submitted to the film I recommended you for.
Halloween night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed on that.
yeah. If you're listening out there,
Horror film.
Matt Roy, if you're listening, we've got Margaret here. He just submitted.
Put these people to work.
What else you got coming up?
let's see. Well, I actually I got selected to host the Universe Multicultural Film Festival in Palos Verdes in April.
Wow.
So I'll be out there from April 6th through the 8th.
They're doing that in Palos Verdes.
You're
That's-
really doing it.
Dude,
that's
that's great.
great.
So
I had no idea. Like, that's a great place to have that, by the
Wow.
way.
Yeah.
Because that is a refrigerator white area for the most part.
Reminds me of Bring It On. Wasn't Palos Verdes like one of the schools in Bring It,
It
On?
could have been.
Do you
It
guys,
could have
have you
been.
guys ever even seen it? Or am I just
I've
so
heard of
girly
it.
right now?
yeah.
I didn't never saw. I'm sorry.
I was a cheerleader. I used to love
I will
that
watch
movie.
it and give you a full report on the next one.
For sure. Let me know what you think.
So you're doing that.
Yeah, and then April 17th is the pre-launch for the
preCharge.
preCharge. Yeah, and
Huge.
then April 18th through the 20th, I'll be in Ohio doing a photo shoot with some classic cars.
Nice. Fancy.
So you get really cool promo stuff too. It sounds like.
I try to get out
Nice.
everywhere. I'm just throwing spaghetti. I actually have a children's book that will be published within the next month.
Wow.
So,
So you guys are both authors right now.
Yeah, I just had a book come out 3 months
did you?
ago.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
Congratulations.
it was amazing. Yes, thank you. It was a long time coming.
Wow.
I
That's
was
awesome.
on Marin's WTF podcast for an hour talking about it, which was bucket list
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
Nice.
For
She met
sure.
Chappelle the other night, so that was bucket list stuff for her.
Chappelle was in here.
was he?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me?
No. I haven't told anyone. I
guess you haven't.
I
yeah.
haven't even like thought to tell people. And today I was like, I want to tell people.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do it on the podcast. Hey, I met Dave Chappelle the other night. And he's a fucking cool ass dude. Anyways, come on.
Oh, that's good. Works for me.
I was pretty stoked.
What were we talking about now? Oh yeah.
What
Dave.
else?
You guys both are authors.
Yeah.
Is your book going to go on Amazon, or are you self-publishing, or?
I'm not sure what we're doing yet. We are actually currently in talks with Tim Larkin's publisher.
Cool.
And Tim
That
Robbins'
name's-
publisher.
Cool.
Tim Robbins' publisher? Nice.
Yeah.
So you have some talks going on. Your agent's basically putting those talks together.
It's actually my business partner.
Business
Wow.
partner.
Yeah,
Very-
he does a lot of stuff for Tim Larkin, and they kind of talk back and forth.
Nice.
So
And you did the illustration and the writing?
I haven't done the illustrations, just the writing, and the story is actually based off of a screenplay that I wrote. So it's kind of doing it backwards.
Nice. Nice.
So
Very cool.
And what is the age range for the book?
for the book, I would say probably 3 and up.
Wow. What a trip, man.
Amazing.
That's
Amazing.
a huge
Yeah.
market because kids
Huge.
actually. Do you know more children read than adults? That's where we're living now.
Oh, for sure.
Children will read books. Like they'll look through a book and actually
an
read
actual
it.
physical book, not
Yes.
a tablet.
I'm sure it could be on a tablet as well, but
Have
I'm
you guys
just
seen the new Apple commercial where they're like, where that woman's like, "What are you doing on that computer?" And the little girl turns, she goes, "What's a computer?"
Ooh,
What?
whoa. Yeah, that's I don't know. I
What?
haven't seen
I
that.
haven't seen that either.
I was upset.
I don't watch
What's
a
a
lot of television.
computer?
That That I would like us to go back to what's a computer and more FaceTime, real FaceTime.
Kids today will never understand AOL dial-up.
Oh my gosh, there was no sneaking on the internet at 3 in the morning.
No.
They really won't understand
You got
VHS
mail.
or Beta. That's what I grew up watching.
Oh my gosh.
And Pong.
Oh
We had
yeah,
Pong.
a little Pong, yeah.
Pong.
Boop. Yeah, it was like table tennis on a television.
Oh, really?
Boring. God, we had the most boring shit. We had to go out and BMX and skateboard and boogie board and
I wasn't allowed in the
body
house.
surf. We went out and did shit.
You weren't allowed to what?
I wasn't allowed in the house.
In the house?
No.
You weren't
Dig it.
allowed inside your house?
Dig it.
It was do your homework. After your homework's done, go outside.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I used to go out and catch tadpoles and shit.
Do you think that helped you to be out there more, to be an actor? Like having that kind of exposure and being forced to actually
Being
be
Yeah,
outside,
I think so.
as opposed to being in your room all freaked out and being a gamer.
You know, I lived the best of both worlds because I had a wood burning kit. I had
Nice.
So you're an artist
a Lego erector.
in general, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I think being outside, and I grew up on 87 acres of land and in like woods. So, you know, we had to use our imagination.
Motorcycles, ATVs, and all that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Animals everywhere.
Wow. So it was a farm.
It wasn't a farm,
But you were still had
we were in
animals
the
all over the
wilderness.
property.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
what, just 3 or 4
So
months
cool.
ago, we
Yeah.
had a
So Ohio?
black bear
Black bear ran through.
right across the yard. Yeah.
Fuck.
Big dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What part of Ohio are you from?
I'm like 10 minutes from Kentucky,
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're
straight south of Columbus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very cool. I'll be filming there later this year.
Me too.
in
You have
Kentucky.
no accent. You just sound like it, right? Is there?
Ohio doesn't have an accent.
I guess it
though.
doesn't.
No, we're just
where
Midwest.
I'm from, you
Some
kind of
parts
get
do.
the yep. So there are times where I can't understand what my brother's saying.
Oh, really?
Are you familiar
Southernish
with
twang.
Boomhauer from King of the Hill?
Oh yes.
That's my brother at times.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
like very, and my stepmother's from Kentucky, like right across the river. But instead of like saying cold, it's code. You know?
Right. Instead of saying coal, it's
It's
code.
code.
It's code outside.
That's country.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you're aware of your speech as an actor. You try to like look at but hear what you sound like when you're saying things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
It's important to be
Very
in your
cool.
body when you're doing this kind of work.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
believe that. In your body, like watching what you say.
Lately, I've been like watching my blinking.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
I-
said that Roy
yeah.
caught you blinking.
I used to have a big problem with that too.
I never even noticed how much I blink, and I like ruin the shot. You know, it's like I take away the intensity
You
when
take
I
away
blink.
that moment. Yeah, it's like
I think it's important to watch yourself. A lot of people go, "Oh, I never watch myself. I don't want to see like you should really watch yourself. If you're going to
Right.
act, you should watch yourself
Right, learn from it.
and look for nuances and subtleties that'll make you better."
I feel like whenever I watch myself, I'm just like, ugh, you know? Like, why did I do that? Why am I making that face?
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that beating yourself up like that.
you're looking at it from a negative perspective. If you look at all the
Yeah.
things that you're doing, where it's like, oh, that's good. Maybe I can use that in something else.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Touche.
because there's no wrong
Touche.
way, right? Maybe it's just
It's-
not fitting what you're
It's
doing.
an art. It's an art form. There's nothing that you're doing is wrong.
I'm
It's
so
just-
hard on myself, and that's something I'm working on. You know what I mean? I've always been so hard on myself. I've been so shameful of myself, and it's just like giving myself a break and being able to learn from things. You know what I mean?
that was my big thing too. Like I've always been my worst critic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one of the things that I had to learn was to be more positive about it. It's like, okay, you know, that didn't necessarily work for this character, but it might work for this one. So if I see something and it doesn't work, it doesn't mean I throw it out the window
Right.
altogether. It's maybe I try it on the next character.
Ooh.
It might fit there.
That's good.
This
I
is
like
gold.
That.
I like it.
Keep it all in the wheelhouse, but
Yeah.
just know where to use it, right? Is
Yeah.
that kind of in a nutshell?
Yeah.
I believe that.
Well, we gotta wrap
As
it up.
long as
here.
you're authentically being within that thing and not trying to use it so hard for a particular character.
But yeah,
scene.
it shows.
Yeah, it
shows.
totally does.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming today.
Thanks, Mark.
Oh,
Where
my
can
pleasure.
people find you?
I have my website, themarkjustice.com. I'm on Facebook. Pretty much most of my social media is on Instagram. You can find me at themarkjustice.
The Mark Justice.
Yes.
The
that's-
Mark Justice.
Go
stuff.
find him. Go follow him.
Yeah.
This
good
was
luck
great.
with I mean, you don't even need luck. That ICO sounds
Oh
amazing
my
to
God.
me.
PreCharge. Check out PreCharge, everyone. And check out The Mark Justice.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you again.
Thank you for coming
thanks
on.
for having me. I appreciate
This
it.
is awesome. And thank you to Tigheland Productions. Guys, please rate and review the show. It really, really helps. Thank you guys for checking it out, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, we will.
And we out.